Your mind doesn't want you thriving. It wants you safe. And for the mind, safety is found in comfort. Comfort is the enemy of transformation. If you truly want to tap into your soul's transformation, to walk the way of renouncing your shadows, your patterns, your self-confining habituations, your limitations, your self-negations, all of the ways in which you avoid becoming yourself and tapping into your own divinity and connecting more deeply with God and God's desires for you. The more you let your mind avoid these things, the more you let those comforts guide your life, the less likely you are to transform and to approach your soul's apotheosis. And that's fine if that's what you want. If you're okay staying there, then you can stay there for as long as you want. Just know that it's going to be painful. There's that very common saying, there are two kinds of pain, the pain of discipline and the pain of regret. And discipline doesn't have to be this rigid, patriarchal, maybe it does, like hardline, difficult, rigid, confining, constricting, like controlling imposition of your will upon yourself and upon the world. Discipline can be compassionate, can be soft and feminine, it can be graceful. I learned from Aizen on Instagram. Discipline is about being a disciple of your own light and listening to your own soul and listening to your own heart. So as I was saying, the sun. Your mind doesn't want you thriving, it wants you safe, but your soul wants you thriving. And so a goal would be, generally a universal human goal, would be to use the mind as a tool for the actualization of your soul so that you can come closer to God, as opposed to letting your mind use your soul to keep yourself entrapped in survival, in the safety, your comfort, the warm coziness of your life, which mimics the womb which you've walked out of into this world. By calling in your soul, by feeling the presence of your soul in your life, by allowing it to be the guiding force of your life, the soul's natural condition is one of expansion, The soul's natural condition is just like a seed that you plant in the soil, and it will naturally just grow and reach for the light of the sun. The soul is that animating life force which is present in all things. It is the animacy of spirit. It is the animacy of being. And so when you allow yourself to tap into that energy within yourself, in spite of the mind's scripts that are like, oh, well, I don't know if that's safe. That's kind of scary. Oh, well, I better stay in the pattern of needing to do this because I can't expand right now. I have to do all these things first. Obviously I need to save up money. I need to buy this car. I need to buy this house. I need to have security. And what when that security is all taken away in a heartbeat by a fire? For better or worse, a lot of human beings right now are going through the very difficult initiation, so to speak, of learning that lesson the hard way. That the fires can come and burn it all away in an instant. The security which the mind wants so deeply, so desperately, creating entire monetary systems built upon that illusory structure, only to be taken away in order to remind us that true security comes from within, comes from the heart, comes from the soul, comes from God. Your mind wants security, and your soul wants thriving. So why not, with the sovereignty of your soul, offer your mind security by allowing your mind to feel the infinitude of your soul, the infinite provision of your soul, the infinite provision. Pro being for, being positive, being expansive, vision being that toward which you build your life, that through which you build your life, that as which you build your life, the sight of light, luminosity, provision. The mind wants to cling to all of these finite possessions, which then take possession of the soul and try to constrain it, confine it, hold it down, when all the soul wants to do is expand into its self-nourishing, self-sustaining provision. So, the mind is an infinitely powerful tool, for it is made of the substance of soul. So again, why not use the mind? Not to stay trapped in comfort and survival and safety, which is illusory and can be burned away. When you can use the mind with discipline as a disciple of your own inner light, to call in the expansive capacities of your soul, to stand within the true abundance of who and what you are. and to let God handle it all. And to allow the magnificence and the magic and the magnanimity of divinity, of soulful divinity, to take care of your safety, to take care of your comforts, to take care of the wounds, which are ultimately the places desiring that security and comfort. The energetic somatic sensation in my being is like our inner children, our inner animality, our inner weaknesses kind of like trembling fearfully, like, oh, I need to be protected. It's dangerous out there. It's a scary world. Oh. When your soul is just like, da, 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 I am. Just like the sun, just like the flowers, just like the trees, I am. And I bask in the glory of this being, for I am a microcosmic instantiation of divinity, and nothing can take that divinity away from me, for I am aligned with it. That's your soul. And that's you. That's who you are. And your mind, if you're anything like me, or like most of humanity, is addicted to that trembling, to that fear, to that desire for security, to that yearning for mommy and daddy to take care of things for you. Because it's a scary world. There's a lot of scary things. And I have my fears. I'm not perfect. But I also have my fearlessness. And amidst my fears, I choose with my free will, as much as possible, as much as my body and my soul allow me, and my mind, to choose fearlessness. For in that fearlessness is my soul's expansion, and is the beauty of simple being, which melts away all fears into the ephemerality of time. Your mind doesn't want you thriving. It wants you comfortable. It wants you safe. Until you cultivate with your mind a new desire, soul aligned for your thriving, for life, for reverential reveries of revolutionary being, embodied as who you are, as the essence of your being. That your being itself, your act of simple being, of rootedness in that kind of numinous presence, becomes itself an act of revolution, quote unquote, against the illusory systems of survival, of mental addiction to security and comfort, which this world creates for us, and then shows to us that which lies beneath the illusion: poverty, famine, war, animal sacrifice, blood, disaster, debauchery, addiction to vice, void filling. But that's a whole other discussion. Well, it is also the very same discussion, just another side of it. And I don't know if I'm ready to dive into that depth yet. What I will say is that your soul is your protector. Because when you dive into the depths of your mind's attachments to this security and to this comfort, and to the ways in which your mind weaves into your nervous system and your body, and somatically traces certain patterns of misalignment that addiction to security and comfort create within your body. You have to remember that your soul is your infinite protector, and God is your soul's infinite protector. When you dive into the darknesses which are concealed beneath the surfaces of these mental proclivities, which attach themselves to illusions. So just because the thread has chosen to guide itself this way, I will say, much as it is equally important, much as it is important to root yourself in your soul's expansion and thriving, so too is it important to call in your soul, to connect with your heart, and to follow your innate guidance systems into those places where the safety, the security, the comfort, the mind's clinging to old patterns, those dark and scary places where the mind is afraid to go. Eventually you'll want to go there and do the alchemical work of feeling the depth of that darkness. We've got a friend. This is a protector over here. Feeling the depth of that darkness, seeing it with the eyes of the infinite light of your soul, protected by God, and essentially melting it alchemically, transmuting it from the lead and the weight that it is, the burden that it is upon your existence, into the golden apotheosis of your soul. Flowers wintering under the icy cold layers of snow in wait of springtime bloom. Hi, baby. All it is a choice. And what a choice is not simply saying, I choose this, although it kind of is. A choice, a choice is deciding, I choose this, and then cultivating that choice within your life. And allowing the ripples of that choice to ripple into your life. To invoke the power and the substance of your soul. And to allow it to take somatic effect within your reality, within your being, within your body, within your reality generation field. And then to surrender to the changes they're invited by that choice. Say you make a choice to renounce an addictive pattern that you have. It's about making that choice and then committing to actually taking the actions necessary to make that choice living, breathing, embodied in your life. And that is how you use your mind with discipline as a disciple of your own inner light, to invite the infinite power of your soul protected by God, to choose with your sovereign will your soul's expansion. And a deeper closeness with God. Yeah. I think I've said it all for today. So take what resonates and may these words be medicine to anyone who might need it. And to myself as well. May you be blessed. May you feel this warm sunshine, the energy of these redwoods and these oak trees, this garden. May all souls expand into deeper union with God.